Hello, my fellow Nigerians. My names are Faduri Olwadare Joseph, aka Father Joe. I am the former presidential aspirant under our great party, Labour Party, for 2023 presidential election. I ran for election to be Nigerian president. For some of you who remembered. And today, it is time to let the world know where we are coming from and where we are. But I want to leave you and start with this quote first. That a leader who cannot be fair to one man can never be fair to over 200 million Nigerians. That a leader who cheats one man will definitely cheat over 200 million Nigerians. A leader that cannot be trusted by one man will definitely not be trusted, by over 400 million Nigerians. I struggled to get to this point in my political career. I entered into the presidential race in Nigeria to fight for the common people of Nigeria, the forgotten youth of Nigeria, to fight to rescue a nation that has everything but lack everything. A nation where its political leaders are liars, untrustworthy, leaders that only cares about themselves and never put the country first. A nation where insecurity ravaged from the north with Boko Haram to the south with the unknown gunmen, to incessant kidnapping, epileptic electricity, dying currency. A nation with the highest level of youth unemployment in Africa and one of the struggling economies in the world. A nation with so much resources like crude oil, palm oil, rubber, cocoa, gold to mention but a few, with so much human power that all are wasting away. A nation where its youth and workforce sees hope in running to other nations of the world, but not their own nation. A nation where its citizens are no longer patriotic because of the lavish and uncaring nature of leaders of the nation who have no care and sympathy for human life and dignity. All this brought me to sit down and ask God to use me to lead the rescue of our nation, so as to excuse some of these old leaders, many of them who have been in court of powers for decades and for a long, long time, and nothing tangible to show for it, except propagated and overblown achievement using the media. I came into the political atmosphere and chatted up, doing the impossible by so many, to see how we can rescue a nation that is nearing the verge of extinction. A nation that moved from all boom to all doom. A nation that moved from surplus to famine. A nation that moved from love to hate. A nation that was once peaceful, but now volatile, violent, and dangerous. A nation that was once safe, to the one that we can no longer sleep with our two eyes closed. A nation that was once giant of Africa, to a nation crawling to find its feet again. I brought together the best of Nigeria. I brought both the good, the bad, and the ugly of Nigeria together, because everyone has a role to play for a new Nigeria. We woke up the sleeping giant, Labour Party, as we continue the campaign. And whilst all hope was certain of picking the ticket of Labour Party, the selfish, greedy, and self-centered party leaders chose to sell the soul of the party 4 days to primary to Mr. Peter Obi. We woke up the sleeping giant Labour Party as we continue the campaign, and whilst all hope was certain of picking the presidential ticket, the party leader, selfish, greedy, and self-centered, sold the ticket to Mr. Peter Obi, which angered some aspirant that left the party. But then I remained resolute, because I thought that party was my baby. And the terrific happened on the day of the primary, as I was forced to step down for their candidate, Mr. Peter Obi. They broke every law of selecting leader. They broke law of process and jettisoning lives and aspirations of many Nigerians who had been following me, 8.3 million and counting, who were daily joining our campaign when on May 30th, 2022, in Asaba, they stole the ticket away from me. I fought tooth and nail with my followers in Asaba. But after a deep and dangerous tension, and for security reasons, we decided to drop the fight, and for the sake of the love of our nation, to let peace reign, since I'm not a desperate man like many of our politicians are today. After the disappointing incident, the party negotiated on behalf of Mr. Obi to offset all bills and expenses as agreed by LP chairman Bryce Abure and his officials. I was looking forward to seeing a hand thrown out by Mr. Peter Obi to bring closure to the pains in my heart and in the midst of my followers, to incorporate my team and self to the party proper, so we can together fight to win. But up to now, the reverse has been the case. Marginalization has been the slogan of Mr. Peter Obi and his campaign team. The party and mostly Mr. Peter Obi, as to the contrary, alienate and purposely sideline myself and my team from the party that was our baby. A party that was long sleeping, that we woke up along with my team, and it became a thought force even before Mr. Peter Obi came to join the party. Immediately after the primary, I sat down to ruminate over politics in Nigeria and how dirty it looked in the last few hours and how greedy selfishness takes the forefront of parties and leaders in our nation. But I calmed my team down to let us bury the hatchet, take the loss, and see how we can work with Mr. Peter Obi to rescue our nation, Nigeria. I wanted to give Mr. Peter Obi the opportunity to prove himself to be a leader, to unite not just the party, but a aggrieved aspirant like me who was forced to step down for him. I needed closure, especially with all my followers, friends around the world who believe so much in me, but saw without understanding the war of how I stepped down. Instead of Mr. Peter Obi to provide leadership, proved to be a fair, sincere, and trustable leader. All he has done in the last 5 months is the opposite. I struggle with myself if I will keep quiet with this injustice and also don't let Nigerian people who are believing so much in his candidacy not to see the truth about the man they are about to vote for. We all crucify the other candidates and think Mr. Peter Obi will bring a new Nigeria. But as a president aspirant, I'm a member of the Labour Party, which I'm still in and not out. And also that quality, and all I'm doing right now is to bring it open to the public, since Mr. Peter Obi cannot handle it in the secret behind closed doors. Let me correct one thing. I tried all means humanly possible as a young man with my little self to see how to solve these issues without escalating to this point. So many good people, good friends, even my Igbo brothers intervened. So many renowned political leaders in Nigeria stepped in to see if they can bring Mr. Peter Obi to see the need to work things out with me and my team. In fact, I came to USA to start a campaign with movement for election of Peter Obi as next Nigerian president. But to my surprise, with the cunning and deceptive nature of Mr. Peter Obi, he came abroad to USA and Canada, bypassed and ignored the good works that me and the good people of Nigeria and diaspora have been putting together for him. Disappointment I do not expect in a leader I will trust. At this junction, I would like to let you know that the case with Labour Party is in court as we speak. And I will fight, not just for myself, but fighting for fairness, trustworthiness, and sincerity in leadership. I do not believe in a race card or fighting a race war. So this is not a fight because of ethnicity or religion, but to fight for the right thing and show the world the other side of the candidate that is supposed to be a leader, but hasn't shown one. A nation like Nigeria needs a sincere, fair, just, compassionate, mature leadership at this stage. In a country that does not necessarily mean It will come by age or ethnicity. I will continue to be a watchdog to checkmate my party and its candidate and take issues with them where necessary and any other person or government in Nigeria until we do the right thing for Nigerian people. Nigerians have suffered enough. If we can't get it right now, this time around, we will not get it right for a long time again. I will continue to prosecute this matter both in court and public opinion to shape the campaign of Mr. Peter Obi and hope to see a reverse change for good in him. So help me God. Thank you. God bless you, and God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria. God bless Rescue Movement.